Okay, good evening everyone. I want you to picture this. You're walking across the ACU campus on a sunny day. The lawn is green, the sky is clear, and right in the middle of the sidewalk is a crushed plastic water bottle. Another floating in the fountain, and two more blowing across the grass like tumbleweeds. Maybe not here in Leipzig, but back home, we see this kind of thing every single day. But most of us hardly think twice about it. So today, I want to talk about how the issue of single-use plastic on our campus is a far more serious than an eyesore. It's an environmental problem that affects the community in Abilene right now and our future. But the good news is that saving it is surprisingly realistic, affordable, and completely within our reach. So, what's even the problem? According to a 2015 study published in Science by Jambeck and colleagues, over 8 million tons of plastic into our oceans every single year. That's the equivalent of one garbage truck dumping plastic into the ocean every minute. And although our campus is obviously much smaller than the Pacific Ocean, we do help contribute to the pollution there as well. Our campus sustainability office in 2024 gave a waste report that shows that hundreds of pounds of single-use plastic are thrown away every year, mostly from disposable water bottles. That means our little corner of the world in Abilene, Texas is adding to a massive global issue. But let's bring this even closer to home. Plastic doesn't magically disappear when we throw it in a trash can. It breaks down into microplastics, polluting local water systems and harming wildlife in the ocean. The United Nations Environment Program reported in 2021 that over 1 million seabirds and 100,000 marine animals die each year because of plastic ingestion or entanglement. And it all starts with simple choices. Choices like grabbing a plastic water bottle between classes. So this is not just an inconvenience, it's a genuine environmental threat, and our campus is a part of the problem. Now, if you can see this graph here, it shows the 10 most widespread waste items polluting the world's oceans. At number 1, we have plastic bags, 14.1%, and number 2, we have plastic water bottles. Primarily, this presentation is going to be focused on plastic bottles because that's something I feel that ACU's campus can actually do something more about, rather than plastic bags, which is something that I would have to appeal to like Walmart for. Cool. So, what are the effects? Imagine a baby duck trying to swim through a pond, but it has plastic rings tangled around its wings. Or imagine a turtle mistaking a bottle cap for food and slowly starving because its stomach gets filled with plastic. Also, think about a future where students walk across campus with more plastic than grass. Dramatic, sure, but that's what's at stake. Plastic doesn't just harm nature, it also harms us. Microplastics end up in our drinking water, soil, and even the air we breathe. So when we talk about our plastic waste, we're talking about protecting our environment, health, and the responsibility we have to the next generation of students who walk the same path we do. If you can see here, we have a chart that explains marine plastic pollution, threats to wildlife. That's obviously going to be both entanglement and ingestion, and expert opinion on the most important things. So both entanglement and ingestion are threats and problem. Cool. So what do? Well, here's the good news. The problem is actually quite solvable, and it doesn't require millions of dollars or huge policy changes. First, we simply need to install more refill stations in high traffic areas like the Bible building, the Bean, gym, and library. Sure, we have some of those, but I'm talking about even more, okay? Second, we can remove single-use plastic bottles from campus vending machines and replace them with canned or boxed alternatives. And lastly, we can launch a reusable water bottle awareness campaign. Something as simple as giving away branded bottles during orientation. running social media reminders, or offering small incentives like campus dining accounts for students who bring reusable bottles. These are simple actions, and they're already working at other universities. In fact, the University of California Sustainability Office ran a similar program in 2022 and saw a 50% reduction in single-use plastic in 1 year. If they can do that with tens of thousands of students, we can do it at our small university too. But how much is this going to cost? Fortunately, it's not going to cost much at all. A standard water refill station only costs about $1,500 to $2,000. If our campus installed about 10 more stations in key locations, the total cost would be under $20,000. Compared to the environmental damage and long-term waste management costs, this is extremely low. Removing plastic bottles from vending machines costs almost nothing. It's simply a small contract update. An awareness campaign can be run by student volunteers, sustainability clubs, or marketing interns for very little cost. All we need is time and coordination. In return, we potentially cut our plastic waste nearly in half, just like the University of California, and we make our campus greener, showing that we actually care about the world we're living in and the place we're leaving behind for the next generation of students. Thank you.